What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? Afro Joe 10 I can tell you I motherfucking is like I always do. I thought I'd do this video, but this video does not have nothing to do with what's going on in Hollywood with Kevin Spacey, with the producers, none of that. This video is about men who have been falsely accused of sexual harassment and rape and abuse. And again, like I said, does not have nothing to do with the Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, Sylvester Stallone, and many others. It does not have nothing to do with that. But this is about people like that works a 9 to 5, a man that works a 9 to 5, and I work a 9 to 5. I'm like everybody else. Like Paul Moody says, I'm not Hollywood. I'm neighborhood, and that's how I am. I do have a 9 to 5 job because hey, YouTube does not pay enough. So, but it's like yes. The reason why I say this is because I wanted to get out there because I've noticed it myself. That I notice that when I go to work every day. Like I'm not terrified. I'm kind of scared, and I do have a fear that if I say hi to a woman, that I might be accused of sexual harassment or rape as a man, as a even a minority man, by a black man, being a black man. And the reason why I say this is because it's getting to the point where you can't really say nothing. You can't really do nothing. If I open a door up for a woman, I feel like I'm about to be accused of rape or sexual harassment. And I look at it like, oh my God, I opened the door for you and I'm getting accused of rape and sexual harassment. Because there's been cases, like I'm showing you a picture of Brian Banks. Brian Banks did 5 years in jail and had to register as a sex offender after high school. After a high school girl falsely accused him of rape because she didn't want her mom to know she had sex. She also sued the school district and won 1.5 million. Years later, she met with Banks and admitted she lied. He taped the conversation. His conviction was overturned, and the school district sued her back for 2.6 million. The girl made a false accusation against this man, and he went to jail. This man went to jail. This dude was in high school. Lost his freedom, had to register as a sex offender, was on the football team. He wanted to be a football player. His name is Brian Banks. When he spent those 5 years in prison and had to register as a sex offender and found out that she lied, what happened? NFL picked him up because they heard his story because he was falsely accused of rape. And this happens every day across this country. And nothing's been done. Nothing has been done about it. That's why I'm holding it. I'm gonna hold it right here. Hold false accusers accountable. Like I'm saying before, I fear to go to work because I feel that I fear that if I go to work and say hello to a female, she might run to HR or run to the police and say, "Well, he said hi to me. That's sexual harassment. He said hello to me. That's rape." And that's how I feel, man. It's like it shouldn't be like that where I have to fear to go to work. I had an incident not too long ago, like a few weeks ago. All I said was, "Ooh, somebody's in trouble." The woman laughed. The woman laughed, went back to her office, and told the woman was a supervisor. The woman told her employee to come talk to me and tell me don't talk to her. Okay. And I was so offended and discriminated against to be told don't talk to her because I said, "Ooh, somebody's in trouble." I made a joke, and she took it like I said something like I raped her. Like she made it where made the situation I felt like she made the situation where I made that she was accusing me of rape or fault or sexual harassment because I said, "Ooh, somebody in trouble." And I actually had to tell my boss. I said, "Look, man, I feel like I've been discriminated against. I feel like I've been offended." I said, "I feel like she's gonna go back and say accuse me of sexual harassment or rape. I shouldn't have to come to work fearing that I might be feared that I might be accused of rape. It shouldn't be where I have to fear about that." Then after that day, the next day, she comes and talks to me, and it made no sense. You sit there and laughed at a joke I said. Told your employee that's under you, you're a supervisor, but you tell your employee to tell me don't talk to you. But then the next day, you come talk to me wanting my help. I know it's like, okay, where did I go wrong? You telling me don't. You made the situation where you made the situation where I look like a rapist or something. Then the next day, oh, how you doing? Like that to me, you put me in an awkward situation. Like I can't look at this woman. I can't. I can't look at women like I should because of this. Because of being false. Because you're false accusing men of this. It's like really, how can any man go to work? And I worry every day that I might be falsely accused of sexual harassment or rape or abuse. And it shouldn't be like it where I have to fear and think, oh my God, I might lose my job. I might go to jail because I said hello to a woman and she runs to HR and said I sexually harassed her or I raped her because I said hello. And that's what happens across this country and nobody never questions it. Nobody never questions it. I'm talking about I'm talking about this. I look at it like this. I look at it like this. Oh, well, I forgot what I was saying. But I do look at it like this. How can anybody believe what's been said? No, that's the question. How can anybody believe what's been said? The reason why I ask is because there's no evidence, there's no proof to back up claims of sexual harassment, rape, or an abuse. It's gotten to the point now that makeup can make it look like she's been makeup can make it look like somebody's been abused. Nobody never tested, oh, is that makeup or whatever. They don't. They say, oh, it's a bruise. Let's take a picture. They never tested to see if it was makeup. Girl can go to the police. Oh, I've been hit. I've been punched in the face, and then that's one thing I don't get. Nobody never questioned this stuff, and I wonder why. Why don't y'all ever question this situation? Why don't y'all never question what's been said? Because they don't want to. It's like, oh, she says rape. She said sexual harassment. She said abuse. Let's believe her. Let's believe her. Let's fire him, have him arrested, lock him up. Sex offender. And never speak about it again. And I look at it, it's like, oh my God, you really got to be shitting me. I've actually did a video where I've actually showed several news media clips. I don't believe the media, but of several men that's been falsely accused of rape. Go back and watch some of the Bill Cosby videos I did. And I've actually shown news clippings, well, news videos, men being accused of rape. And said I've been accused. One guy, his mother died thinking he was a pedophile rapist. But to find out the woman was 21 years old and on drugs and had kids. One guy that's from my hometown spent 40 some odd years in prison, but got released 6 years ago because they found out he never raped a woman. Just not to be mean to women, not to downplay them. I was like, I, abuse is wrong as fuck. So is rape. But how can you tell the real from the fake? How can we say, "Oh, she's been raped"? How like let's do something about it. How can we tell from the real from the fake? Like when you look at that's what I'm looking at. I was like, it's like looking at a knockoff. It's like sitting up there looking at a knockoff shoes. You want to go buy a Nike shoe, and you check and find out it says Ike. It don't say Nike. It says Ike. You sold me a pair of Ikes, not Nikes, but Ike is a knockoff. But how can you tell from the real from the fake? How do you know that this person is really telling the truth about being raped, being raped, being abused, or being sexual harassed? Because just because they said it, it make it true. So you telling me that it's okay to believe a false statement just because of what? Just because you think it's okay to do? I'ma believe you, like for real. That's why I looked at all this stuff. Why'd y'all wait? Like I'm like everybody else with the Bill Cosby case. Why'd you wait so long? How do we know you ain't lying? Because there's no police report on it. There's no there's no evidence showing that you've been raped. All you said was you was raped and you suing Bill Cosby for it. It's the same right now. Like I said, doesn't this video has nothing to do with Hollywood. It's the same right now across the board, no matter where you at in the country. How do we know if you've been raped, you've been sexually harassed, or you've been abused? Been abused. How do we know? I don't know. I can't tell. I can't sit there and say, yeah, she's been raped. I can't make that call. I can't look at that and say, yeah, this person's been raped. And I look at this shit every day, man. It pumps up everywhere, man. And that's like I've actually had like I said, man. I feel like I'm like I said every time I go to work, I feel like I feel like I'm about to be accused of uh, rape or sexual harassment or abuse. It's like you probably say, well, that's probably guilt. No, it's not guilt. That is not guilt. It's looking at everything that's going around this country right now with all this whole rape, sexual harassing, groping, feeling on you, all this shit. It makes me terrified to go to work. It's getting to a point where if it gets to the point where every man in this country is scared to go to work, what's going to happen? Men don't want to get a job. Men don't want to get a job because they fear if they go get a job and they have to work with women, then they feel like they're going to get arrested. They feel like they're going to lose their job. They feel like they're going to be accused of rape or no this and that just because a woman said I was raped, molested, abused, and sexual harassed. I say, like I said, I never like I've done videos about rape. I've done videos about sexual, not sexual harassment, but rape, abuse, and never had a woman tweet me or leave a comment says thank you for talking about this. Thank you for putting that out there because I've been through that, and and that's how it is. I never had that happen. I never had somebody. I'm like I said before. I'm just doing this because one thing is I want truth. I don't want to go to work and feel like I have to be in fear of being accused of rape or sexual harassment. I want to go to work with my head held high and be glad to go to work and make a paycheck. But now I go to work, I feel like, do I really want to go to work? Because if I go to work, I might be accused of rape, or I might be accused of sexual harassment, or I might be accused of abuse. Because these females, not all females, but some of these females want to make false accusations, and nothing's been done. That's what I'm saying. But tell me what you think down in the comment section. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Tumblr. Don't forget to check out my like page on Facebook. It's down in the description box below. Subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe. Share this video and tell me what you think. Because like I said, man, it's better to be a Jedi than a Sith Lord any damn day. Peace, love, and effort.